Hello and welcome to the DM Toolbox. My name is Joe, also known as Eargroth on some social media. See below in the description for my Twitter and Discord handles. I started this channel because I wanted to bring to you guys some tools and tricks that I use to improve my D&D game, and I'm hoping it can help you too. Now, I have used this channel in the past and posted a few videos to help people with some Roll20 macros, and I posted some previews of some campaigns I'm working on in Foundry VTT for AAW games, mainly their Rise of the Drow campaign setting, which is an amazing book. But now I want to bring regular content to you guys and hopefully help you get the tools to make your D&D games a little better. I want to first start off by telling you a bit about myself. So like I said, my name is Joe. I've been playing D&D since the early to mid 90s, around 93, 94 I got started. A friend of mine handed me a book called Dragons of Autumn Twilight by Margaret West and Tracy Hickman. Now, if you read this book, you know it's an amazing book and an amazing series of books. And it spawned a great campaign setting and hundreds of other books to come. But I read this book and I got hooked and I loved it. And that guy goes to me, so there's this game. And well, from there on out, I was hooked. I started playing AD&D 2nd edition, and I played that all through high school. And then I went off to college and I left all my books and dice and everything with a friend, and I really didn't play D&D for many, many years. I did play some online D&D games like Baldur's Gate 2, and Neverwinter Nights was probably one of my favorites. But I didn't play any pen and paper D&D for many, many years. I got into World of Warcraft. I played that for a long time. I even had a podcast and a blog about gold making in WoW. But a few years ago, I decided to get back into D&D. A friend of mine reached out to me, asked if I wanted to play, and I was like, sure, let's do it. And I got some dice and we were going to get together, but it just never happened. It wasn't meant to be. And that sometimes happens. It's probably happened to some of you. But about a year later, my old DM from high school reached out to me and he said, hey, you want to play? Let's get the old crew back together. I was totally down. It sounded great. So made some characters. We're going to play some Pathfinder on Roll20. And we got it going. We played one session. And then it just didn't happen anymore. Everybody's schedules were tough and we just couldn't get a game. But by then I had the bug. So I got on a local Facebook group and I found a group here in town that was looking for a new player. And it was a great fit. We had an awesome time. The DM was amazing. We played a modified version of Horde of the Dragon Queen. And it was one of the best campaigns I ever played in. Then I decided I wanted to start DMing. So I got a game going on Roll20 just due to time constraints. I couldn't really do too many in-person games. And I got a few of the players from my Horde of the Dragon Queen game and a few other people I met online. And we started a campaign. It was a homebrew game that I made, my own world, my own maps, everything. And it was a ton of fun. We played for about a year and a half. I started playing a few other games here and there. My wife's friends at work found out that I played D&D and they wanted me to DM a game for them. So I had them all over and I did a one-shot for them. And there was probably about 10 or 12 people in that game. It was a lot of work. I never would recommend DMing for more than 6 people. But it was fun and everybody had a good time. And my wife didn't play, but she watched and she was kind of admitted that, hey, that looks like a lot of fun. I want to try it. So her and a few of those people, not all of those people, got together and I started a Tome of Annihilation game with them. And we're actually still playing that game to this day. It's been probably a little over 2 years, but we don't get to play very often. We probably haven't had a session in 5 or 6 weeks now just because of people's schedules and stuff like that. During COVID, we moved our game online. And we're probably going to have our first in-person game in a long time here in about a week or two. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I also played a few other games. I DM a few other games. And I just, try to get as much D&D time in as I can. But through all of that, I've learned some really cool tips, tricks, third-party content, patrons and Kickstarters that I really have loved, and I want to bring some of that content to you guys. So that's my goal now with this channel. I want to do some book reviews. I want to review some patrons and some Kickstarters, show you guys some cool tricks and things that I found. I'm big into Foundry VTT, so I'll show you guys some stuff from there that I really like, some of the modules and some cool things I can do in there. And hopefully you guys find some value in what I can provide to you guys. So my goal here is to release about 1 video a week for you guys, maybe more if I can, and just kind of go over some of this stuff and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Now, if there's anything you guys want to see reviewed, put it down in the comments below, and if I can get my hands on it, I'll do a review on it. I'll show it to you guys and see what you guys think. So until then, I hope you guys like it. Please like and subscribe below. Click the notification bell so you know when my next video comes out. And until then, guys, roll those dice.